Hey!
Hmm.
Hey, mister. Maybe it's time we got something to eat. I mean, we must have talked to almost everyone with a big enough boat.
There really ain't too many people out here, huh?
I think there's 60, if you don't include any of the kids. Most people are probably out fishing or something.
Ah, forget it. I appreciate you sticking around the whole day. Let's call it here. You done plenty.
Don't mention it. I can help tomorrow, too. Someone might change their mind, so let's try asking again.
Well, ain't you got, like, chores and homework and shit?
Yeah, but I want to actually see the stuff you read about in school. You know, the you'll see when you're older stuff.
Oh?
I mean, other people get to leave home all the time, but I've never even been to Nele Island. Today was my first time ever talking to a Yakuza, too. By the way, what's Japan like? You remember anything?
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't this quiet at night. Brighter, too. Way brighter. A name keeps coming to mind. A place called Kamurocho.
Is that maybe where you live?
Couldn't tell you, but I can kind of remember the vibe of the place. Drinking, gambling, all kinds of women. Not a kid-friendly joint, if you catch my drift.
Is it scary?
Oh yeah, chock full of danger. Real lunatics everywhere you turn.
Cool. Well, I want to see it. Hey, this can be just for until you get your memory back, but I want to go with you when you leave the island. And I don't want Dad to know either.
You asking me to help you run away from home?
Not forever or anything. I just want to go on an adventure is all.
What's that?
It's a barb. From the giant squid my grandpa caught before he died. These things are on the suckers of their tentacles.
Must have been one big-ass squid.
It was. He said it was so big, it wrapped around the whole ship.
Sounds like a fishtail.
I mean, think about it. The world's so huge. I bet things like that happen all the time, right? So, I'm gonna believe it. My grandpa, he was pretty adventurous, you know. He named this island after himself and everything. Rich Island. Even though this island isn't exactly rich.
Hey, let me get a look at that pendant again.
It's not just my grandpa either. A while ago, my dad used to go all over the place. And my sister even remembers stuff from outside the island. But all I ever get is the stories. Too bad my dad's never gonna leave the island again.
Why's that?
When I was a baby, I'd cough a whole lot. Sometimes it was so bad they thought I was gonna die. That's why we came here from Honolulu. Guess the air's better for my asthma or something. Even now, I'll cough just a little, and my dad'll come flying over. He says it was time to leave anyway, since bad stuff really only happened before we moved. He'll say, you can't trust anyone out there, or it's best for the family to stay here. Then he just gets drunk. He spends a lot of time at the bar these days. Me? I want to be somewhere else.
Yeah, I get you. This place is pretty cramped anyway.
Right? Plus, I'm not sick like I was back then. It's like, right now, I'm scared I'll never know what's out there. Please, mister. I want to leave the island. Even if it's just for a little bit.
Look, my memory's shot to hell. All I know is I'm a Yakuza. I mean, there's a chance I've been a real piece of shit in my time.
Huh?
That said, what matters to me is that I think you properly. It ain't like I need my memory to know what's right.
You mean...
You got yourself a deal, Noah. Once I catch a boat, I'm busting you out of this place. That's a promise between men.
Really? You mean it?
I wouldn't lie to the kid I owe my life to. Hmm?
What's up?
Those assholes. What's their deal? They cosplayers or something?
Nah, they're from this place called Madlantis.
Madlantis?
Some island they say's a hideout for gangs and the mafia. I've never been there. But that's definitely where those guys are from.
So what are they doing over here, then?
They're training for the Pirates Coliseum.
The what?
They have sword fights, fire cannons, you know, pirate stuff. You hear explosions a lot during the day.
Bunch of wannabe swashbucklers, huh?
Pretty much. But you make a lot from winning. So it's not just for fun.
Oh-ho.
Come on, Jason. I know your boy made pals with him. That one-eyed Yakuza causing trouble. He was here, wasn't he? Don't try to hide it.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Noah hasn't even come home. And that does worry me some. I'm gonna go look for him, so your boys should finish their drinks.
Sure, you go on and do that. And while you're out and about, I'm sure Moana will take good care of us.
No. She's off duty. Doesn't know the menu well enough anyway.
I'm sure she can handle pouring a few ales. You'd trust her with that, right? She'll be real good company for us, too. Way better than a boozed-up dad.
Yeah, Moana. Be a good girl and come sit with us, won't you?
We're gonna go ahead and close up for the day. Sorry, you'll have to leave.
Why don't you play nice and tell us where that Cyclops went? That sorry Biltrad ambushed us, then up and scurried off. So we're gonna let Moana entertain us till he decides to show up. That sound good to you?
It's you.
Ambushed us my ass. All I did was throw down when you bastards came swinging. No point in spreading misinformation now.
I knew you'd come sniffing around. Fucking vermin.
Sorry about all of this. So you know, I'll get out of your hair first chance I get. That said, I appreciate your patience.
Aren't you worried you're outnumbered?
Actually, it's these guys I'd be worried for.
Huh?
All right, boys. I want this fucker's skull caved in!
Man, that's really your best? And just when you got me firing on all cylinders.
Fuck you.
You alright there?
Just about yacked up all my booze. All good, though. Managed to force it back down.
Ah, that's gross.
Thanks for playing dumb. You change your mind about me, or was that just a fluke?
I didn't do it for you. I just didn't want my son wrapped up in this mess is all. Don't get the wrong idea.
Knock it off, Dad. Don't give him attitude after he stuck his neck out for you.
Listen to her, Dad.
Jeez. Pretty careless of you.
Dad, what are you doing?
Nothing good ever comes from trusting a stranger. If there's one thing I learned in all my time traveling the world, it's that. You really want to help my son? Then don't you ever come near me and my family again.
All right, but what if that scraggly flock of shitbirds comes flying back for revenge? I think you want me around to help fend them off.
You think I need you to swoop in and protect us? I've been taking care of my family long enough now. I might know something about how to keep them safe.
Yeah, you might.
Hey. Are you hungry? I was just about to whip something up.
I'll pass, but thanks anyway. Your dad's made it pretty clear I've overstayed my welcome. I'll find some other spot to hunker down for the night.
But mister, there aren't any other spots.
Goro, you're not trying to feed me too, are you?
Mister, if you don't eat, you'll keel over. Here, I brought you something. It's from Moana. We're keeping it on the down low from Dad.
I had half a thought to turn it down, but gotta admit, my belly's aching. Kinda homey.
I can't be having a customer sleeping out in the cold. It's really not much, but feel free to stay here.
I'll be damned. You two really came through for me.
What, like we'd leave you to die? Never a reason not to help if you ask me. Anyway, good night.
I'll come back tomorrow morning. I can show you how to fish and do some other survival stuff. I'll teach you how to make a fire, too. Just takes a match and a little oil.
Appreciate it.
You gotta get strong again so we can ship out. Eat, sleep, and all that. You did promise me, remember? Between men, you said. Don't go breaking it just because my dad's pissed off at you, all right?
Yeah. I hear you. He's gonna be a lot more pissed by the end of this, you know.
It's kind of exciting doing what I'm not supposed to.
You know, some people ain't got a clue what happiness is. You, on the other hand, got a real knack for enjoying life. If this old man's reading you right, anyhow.
Hey, thanks, I think.
It's a good thing, kid.
Cool. Well, see you in the morning, old man.
Yep, bright and early.